What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Paranormal Dwarf, where we investigate the history, mysteries, legends, and hauntings together. Here at the Paranormal Dwarf, our goal isn't to tell you what to believe. It's to explore the documented history, examine eyewitness accounts, consider skeptical explanations, and present the evidence as accurately as we can. Some stories are supported by historical records. Others exist through personal testimony and local legend. Throughout this investigation, we'll make that distinction clear, leaving the final conclusion where it belongs, with you. So today's story is going to be a little bit different, because today, this isn't a story about spirits, a haunted location, or claims of paranormal encounters. It's the story of one of the darkest days in American history. A tragedy that forever changed a small Michigan community. Today, we remember the victims of the Bath School disaster. We examine the events that led up to May 18th, 1927, and explore how a single act of calculated violence left scars that still remain nearly a century later. This is a story of loss, resilience, and remembrance. May 18th, 1927. The sun rose over the small farming community of Bath Township, Michigan. Like countless mornings before it, children carried books and lunch pails through the doors of the Bath Consolidated School, while parents waved goodbye, expecting to see their children again that afternoon. Inside, teachers prepared lessons. Laughter echoed through the halls. It was an ordinary spring morning, or so everyone believed. Hidden beneath the floors of the school, a deadly plan had already been set into motion. Only one man knew what was about to happen. Andrew Philip Kehoe was known as intelligent, mechanically skilled, and a member of the local school board. Yet neighbors also remembered his growing resentment over financial pressures and school taxes. History offers no single explanation for acts of mass violence, and financial hardship alone cannot explain such an atrocity. Investigators ultimately concluded that Kehoe had spent months secretly placing explosives beneath portions of the school while avoiding suspicion. Teachers continued teaching, children continued learning, parents continued believing the school was the safest place their children could ever be. No one realized that beneath their feet, disaster was waiting. At approximately 8:45 a.m. on May 18th, 1927, the quiet routine inside Bath Consolidated School came to an abrupt and unimaginable end. A massive explosion ripped through the building, collapsing the northern wing and trapping students and teachers beneath brick, timber, and twisted steel. Parents ran from nearby farms. Neighbors abandoned their work and rushed toward the school, carrying shovels, ladders, and ropes, whatever tools they could find. With no specialized rescue teams available, ordinary citizens became rescuers, risking their own lives to pull survivors from the wreckage. Many later recalled hearing voices calling for help beneath the debris. Others remembered a silence they would never forget. As volunteers searched the ruins, Andrew Kehoe arrived near the scene in his truck. Moments later, a second explosion killed Kehoe and several others while injuring additional rescuers. Investigators later determined he had also destroyed his own farm before carrying out the attack. When the rescue efforts ended, 38 children and 6 adults had lost their lives. While dozens more were injured, the Bath school disaster remained at the time the deadliest school mass killing in the United States. Investigators also discovered additional explosives beneath the school's southern wing that had been failed to detonate. Had they exploded, the loss of life would almost certainly have been extremely even greater. The community mourned together. Funerals followed. Empty desks remained where children once laughed and learned. Though Bath slowly rebuilt, many believed that the sorrow of that day never completely disappeared. In the years following the Bath school disaster, the community focused on healing. A new school was built, children returned to classrooms, and life slowly moved forward. Yet for many, the events of May 18, 1927 never truly healed. Former students, teachers, maintenance workers, visitors, and paranormal investigators have shared reports of unusual experiences connected to the former school grounds. These accounts include hearing children laughing, quiet conversations in empty areas, footsteps after hours, and unexplained sounds that witnesses believe could not be easily identified. These reports are first-hand testimony collected over many years. While the experiences have been documented by those who reported them, they cannot be independently verified in the same way that the historical events can be. Paranormal investigators have reported capturing unexplained audio during EVP sessions, with some believing that they recorded faint responses to direct questions. As with all EVP evidence, interpretation remains subjective, and natural explanations such as environmental noise and audio contamination must also be considered. Other witnesses have described seeing fleeting figures resembling young children, sudden cold spots, feelings of overwhelming sadness, or movement from the corner of their eye that disappeared upon closer inspection. Psychologists note that locations associated with profound tragedy can evoke powerful emotional responses influenced by memory, expectation, and suggestion. At the same time, some witnesses report experiencing unusual events despite arriving with no explanation or expectation of encountering anything paranormal. Whether these experiences represent grief, psychology, residual energy, or something beyond current understanding remains an open question. Nearly a century has passed since the events of May 18, 1927, yet the Bath School disaster continues to be remembered not only for its place in American history, but also for the experiences some people report at the former school grounds. Some visitors believe they've encountered something they cannot explain. Others leave convinced that grief, expectation, environmental conditions, and the power of memory offer more likely explanations. Both perspectives deserve careful consideration. No scientific study has confirmed that the reported voices, apparitions, or unexplained sensations are evidence of the paranormal. At the same time, the personal experiences shared by witnesses remain meaningful to those who live them. Our role is not to declare certainty, but to present the evidence, the history, the testimony, and the questions honestly. Whether one believes the reported encounters are paranormal or psychological, one fact is beyond dispute. 38 children and 6 adults lost their lives in a tragedy that forever changed Bath Township and the nation. Their names, their families, and the courage shown by teachers, neighbors, and rescuers deserve to remain at the center of this story. If there is a lasting echo from Bath, perhaps it is not only found in reported voices or unexplained moments, but in the community's determination to remember those who never had the chance to grow up. History records the events of that morning. Eyewitnesses preserve their experiences. The unanswered questions remain for each one of us to consider. Thank you for joining me on this investigation. Until next time, keep exploring the history, uncovering the mystery, and following the legends wherever they may lead.